Welcome to Presley Guitar Studio. My name is JP, and today we're going to learn one of my favorite tunes of all time, Take It Easy by the Eagles. Just find your place and make your stand. Take it easy. So let's start right at the top. Let's talk about this intro. There are three chords that you need to know. G, C over G, and this last chord has a few different names. We're gonna call it G sus add 2. G sus add 2. And no, I'm not saying Jesus. G suspended add 2 is the chord. Let me start by saying there is a little bit of controversy about what is exactly going on in the right hand for this part. Because when the drum comes in, it sounds like they're coming in on an upbeat, but I'm actually convinced it comes in on a downbeat. All that to say is I'm going to show you what I think Glenn Frey actually recorded in the studio, what his right hand is actually doing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you may have noticed that this strumming pattern actually starts with an upstroke. And that may feel a little odd to you because I'd say you've probably learned most songs or most strumming patterns that begin with a downstroke. And most do. But I think that's the kind of the unique thing about this intro here. Let me show you what the pattern is. I'm going to mute the strings with this hand and play it at a much slower tempo for you. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. It may help you if I were to count along, giving all the downstrokes a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and all the upstrokes will take the word and. These are your eighth notes. So let me give that a shot. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. And 2, 3, and 4, 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 and. Now let's put it to those chords that we learned earlier. So first is your G chord, right? We're going to play that pattern twice over the G, once over the C over G, and once over the G sus add 2. So let me show you at that slower tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 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 2, 3 again. So you may have noticed that every time I switch chords, the new chord always started on that last upstroke of the strumming pattern, right? So that's kind of a tricky little part to this strumming pattern, but I think you could do it. So here it is, one more time, the whole intro. This is at the speed of the record. Now this is a lot faster, almost twice as fast as we were just playing it on that slow tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Lick. All right, now that we got that complicated intro out of the way, we can move into much more friendly territory, if you will, into the verse and the rest of the song, really. The strumming pattern in the verse is the same strumming pattern that I demonstrated in my video called The Most Popular Strumming Pattern on the Guitar. So go check out that video if you need to and meet me back here and we'll move forward. And that pattern is down, down, up, up, down, up. Again, down, down, up, up, down, up. So let's break up the verse into 4 measures at a time. The first 2 measures take a G chord by itself. 1, 2. The third measure has 2 chords in it, a G and a D. And each one of those chords is going to get the down, down, up part of the strumming pattern. We're leaving out the up, down, up, and just playing the first half of it. So it'll sound like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Right? Easy enough. Down, down, up, down, down, up. The fourth measure is a C all by itself. Down, down, up, down, up. So those four measures, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. The next four measures take one chord per measure. So it's one time through the strumming pattern for each of these chords. Those chords are G, D, C, back to G. So all together, down, down, up, down, up. Now I'm going to play the whole intro and sing along with it so you can follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running down the road, trying to loosen my load. Here goes. Down, down, up, down, down, up. More than one that own me, two that want to stone me, one says she's a friend of mine. Take it in. Now we're into the chorus. All right, for the chorus, let's also split it up into four measures at a time. It starts out with two measures of E minor, then C, and G. Those are your first four measures. All right, for the next four measures, you're going to have one measure of A minor, one of C, and two measures of E minor. So altogether it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next four are really easy. It's just C, G, C, and G again. That's easy enough. All right, the last four measures are A minor, C, and two measures of G. So here it goes. 1, 2, ready, go. Now you may be thinking to yourself, man alive, how in the world am I possibly going to remember all of these chords? Don't worry. In the description below, I have put a chord chart for you to download so you can follow along and you won't ever get lost. What do you know about that? All right, moving right along. Next is a short little interlude of two measures. And those two measures are simply a G chord. And that G is being played behind the intro riff again. Then we're into another verse right after that. Now we move right into verse 2, and it follows the exact same chord progression as verse 1. So we're going to skip right over that and jump into chorus 2. The only difference between chorus 2 and chorus 1 is the second measure. So you remember in chorus 1, those first four measures were two measures of E minor, one of C, and one of G, right? This one, the only difference is that second E minor chord is actually a D. So we've got E minor, D, C, G. The rest of the chorus is exactly the same, so follow along in your chord chart if you need a reminder for what those chords are. The next section is the solo. Let's take a look at the chord chart together. You can see that the first half of the solo lines up exactly with the chords of verse 2. And you can also see that the second half of the solo lines up with the chords in chorus 2, with the exception of that very last chord, right? The very last chord, or measure I should say, has two chords in it. It has an E minor and a D. So I'm going to skip all the chords up to that measure, and let's talk about that one for a second. So the whole measure is going to keep the same strumming pattern, the down, down, up, down, up. But the tricky part is the E minor is going to be only played for those first two down strums, and the D is going to be played on that first upstroke, right? So it's going to be like this. I'm going to play it really slow for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. So that's really the only tricky part to this, to the whole solo section. All right, let's play the chords for the whole solo section. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Now we're into verse 3. The only difference in verse 3 in comparison to the other verses is the fourth measure. In the other verses, we played a C chord. Here we're going to play an A minor. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, go. A minor. And it keeps going. G, D, C. So the rest is the same. Now we've reached chorus 3. The first 8 measures of chorus 3 are the exact same as chorus 1, so that's easy enough. But where it gets a little tricky is the next 4 measures. The next 4 measures are where it plays those 2 pairs of C and G back to back, C, G, C, G, right? It actually pulls from the strumming pattern that we played at the very beginning of the song over the intro, the one that starts with that upstroke. So let me demonstrate this for you by starting with the 2 E minor chords that come just before these 4 chords. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, E minor, go. Down, down, up, down, up. Here it comes. Up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's 3 more chords to go, A minor, C, and G. And we're going to switch back to our normal strumming pattern for the A minor and the C. However, on this, there's always a catch. On the C chord, if our strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, up, right? Down, down, up, down, up. That last upstroke is actually where we're going to hit that G chord. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Down. You gotta let it ring out for an extended period of time there. I know this is a lot. Hang in there with me. Let me demonstrate for you all of chorus 3 at a little bit of a faster tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Take it easy. Take it easy. So all of this should look really familiar, right? 2 E minor chords. New strumming pattern. Up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Back to normal. Here's the upstroke. 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, ready, go. Then we're into the outro. We have made it to the last part of the song, the outro. We're almost there. The outro is simple as far as the strumming pattern goes. No more upstrokes on random chords or anything like that. So let's split it up into 4 measures at a time. The first 4 measures match the second 4 measures. It's 2 measures of C and 2 of G. And this is the section where those oohs, the band is singing the oohs over the top. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, go. So there's the first 4. Now we're in the second 4. Now 2 more measures of C before this part. Take it easy. Does that again. Take it. G, G7, C, ends on E minor. And that's the very end of the song. So let me explain that last, I guess it's the last 8 or 9 measures there. It's again 4 chords that match the second set of 4 chords. Those 4 chords are G, G7, Make sure you can get a good view of that one. Your first finger is down here on this F note on the first string, and your pinky is lifted off, right? And C, 2 measures of C. So we got G, G7, 2 of C. Then it repeats that again, those 4 chords, and ends the whole song on a big whopping E minor chord. And that's the end of the song. So there you have it. We learned the whole song, all the different strumming patterns, all the different sections, all the different chords, all of that stuff. Don't forget that you can download the chord chart below, in the description below. Don't forget about that. That will help you a lot as you play along with the track. Thanks so much for watching. On your way out, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out some of these other videos I've got. And leave a comment below if there's another song that you would like to learn. Leave a comment below and maybe we'll get to that one soon. So see you in the next video. All right.